Alright guys, it's your boy Newteddyera, and I'm gonna be coming at you with a deck profile. I've been testing these decks out and I like the way they are, how they're running, and I'm just gonna get right into it. These are my grandsoil psychics, as per Jeff Jones from YCS second place winner in Toronto. Shout outs to you, man. I've been running his deck, but it's a little different from what he ran. He did run the Fusion Monster, but I'm running it in my build, a little different. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff similar, but took out a couple things and wanted to see how it ran the way I run the psychic deck. So we have two silent psychic warriors, so good, 19 beaters, and never misses timing. So two of those. We run two jumpers. I had so many plays with him. I had him and like another monster on the field, like a psychic, and pay 1,000, take it, and then give him that small one and go for game. Like, it was too good. Three commanders. Jeff Jones ran it with two. I think three right now is so good. It gets over Thunder King. It gets over a lot of annoying cards. So having a 19 beater easily, paying 500 life points is fine. Psychic Witch at 3. It does so much work. You can manipulate your graveyard so much with this deck, with removing one or two, adding one or two, synchroing, things like that. So the deck's actually pretty good. Alright, 2 Effect Veilers, 2 Mexi, 2 Giant Rat, 2 Card Troopers, Esper Girl. This card, I like it so much. It's a free tuner if you think about it. If it's in your deck just floating, you can banish it with Witch and special summons to the field next turn, and then yeah, I could just do good with it. And then it's also like a +1 if you think about it. Right, 1 Gores, 1 Neospatian Grand Mole. He gets over a lot of things since I don't run Compulse in this deck. He gets over a lot of things like Zen mains, pesky monsters that kind of hard to get over. And my next focus is Trag. I run almost all levels from 2 to 4 I run, and I could take control of their monsters. And this deck, I always have hand advantage. So I could have up to almost from 4 to 6 cards in my hand. So Trag is a pretty big bitch, like real big guy, and it's hard to get over him. He gets from like 2400 to 36. So those are the monsters. Now onto the spells. 2 Powder Duality, 1 Powder Avarice, 3 Emergency Teleport. You have to run 3 if you're running psychics. Plain and simple. Mind Control, Creature Swap. I did a play with Psychic Jumper. I gave him Psychic Jumper. I took his Light Pulsar, tack over and attack for game, and he was just like, wow. 2 MSTs. I was going to have this at 3, but 2 is fine. I really don't worry about back row too much. I usually, you'll see in my synchros, what I usually go into and what's the main play. Heavy, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, and Psychic Overload. Like I said, this deck manipulates the graveyard so much that it's easy to bring out Grandsoil. Grandsoil is your main. Let me see. Grandsoil is your main focus of this deck. You summon it and you get to reborn a monster, and usually when you summon him, you're going for game. You usually win when you summon grandsoil. He's a 28 beater. It's hard to get over that when you summon it. Now onto the extra deck. My level 5s, Newteddyera Beast, Magical Android, Catastor. Now level 6. I have only one Barkion. I'm thinking about putting him to 2. He's too good. I go into him so many times, and if they have him in back row or whatever and they don't bottomless him, you know, I could just negate it, and it's so good. Black Rose, Psychic Life Trancer, Landois, Scrap, Stardust Dragon, Thought Ruler, Mistworm, and these are my only 2 Exceeds that I run. Okay. This card here in general does so much work in this deck. So much. This card wins games automatically just in itself. So if you're not running that in this build, if you do guys decide to make this deck, you know, I like it. It's real fast actually. Like, it explodes so much. Like when they least expect it, they think, you know, you just have a whole bunch of dead cards in your hand. They try to attack. They looking at a 36 trag, or you know, it's just so many things you could do with this deck. And yeah, today I dueled a couple. I went 4-1. I only lost to ninjas, and it was like really like I lost to ninjas. I bottomless his white dragon ninja. He flipped save zone, and it was GG by there. So yeah, so there you have it, guys. This is my grandsoil psychics. Tell me what you think about it. If you guys ever played this deck, tell me what you think about it. Yeah. Oh, I gotta change this sleeve. But yeah, guys, comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think about the deck. If you run this deck, do you think it's pretty good? I like this deck. It's pretty fast, pretty fun. I like decks that have a lot of hand advantage, and this deck does it. So yeah, guys, peace.